I always thought my 50s would be a decade of quiet desperation. You know, a slow slide into sensible shoes and early bird specials. I was bracing for a crisis. Turns out, it's more like a comedy special, and I've got a front row seat. The best part? I am writing the jokes. This isn't about giving up. It's about giving up all the junk that weighs us down. So, today, I'm sharing my best stories about shedding the baggage and societal nonsense. One laugh at a time. Before we dive in, consider hitting that like and subscribe button so we can continue to grow this channel for women over 50 who are aging gracefully, living unfiltered, want real talk, motivation, and empowerment. Let's get started. First up on the list of things I've gleefully kicked to the curb: the need to be seen. Remember in your 30s? I was practically setting off signal flares in department stores just to get a sales associate to look at me. Now? It's like I've unlocked a superpower, invisibility. The other day, I'm in a packed coffee shop. These two 20-somethings are in a deep and dramatic conversation. Then one of them literally leans against me to point at something, lost if I'm a load-bearing column. 10 years ago, I would have been so indignant, but 50-something me? I just stood there, sipped my latte, and eavesdropped on their insane drama about some guy named Chad. Honestly, it was better than a podcast. I've realized this invisibility isn't an insult. It's a backstage pass. I can wear whatever I want, and I can leave a party without the 30-minute goodbye tour. The freedom is intoxicating. My energy is finally my own again, instead of being spent on a performance for everyone else. Speaking of not having patience, let's talk about my tyranny of the should-haves. For decades, my life was run by them. I should have a spotless house. I should have baked organic, gluten-free cupcakes for the fundraiser. I should say yes to every committee, every favor, every single soul-sucking request that landed in my inbox. My breaking point came last year with an email asking me to volunteer for a neighborhood car wash. It had a 3-page attachment detailing the strategic soap distribution and water allocation protocol. I'm not kidding. I stared at it for a minute and then typed back 3 words. No thank you. No excuse, no apology. It felt like a jailbreak. Now, I'm a professional quitter. I quit trying to look 30. I've quit feeling guilty for a sink full of dishes. I've quit toxic friendships that felt like an energy vampire's all-you-can-eat buffet. Getting rid of the should-haves shows you what actually brings you joy. And I can promise you, it's usually not a strategically soaped-up minivan. And finally, let's talk about my brain. It seems to have retired from its job as a reliable filing cabinet and launched a new career in improv comedy. You know the bit. You walk into a room with absolute purpose, stop dead in your tracks, and have no earthly idea why you're there. The panic used to hit me. Was this it? The beginning of the end? Forgetting a word mid-sentence isn't a senior moment. It's not a signal to seek out the senior living options. It's about learning to laugh about it and go with the flow. When you stop fighting time and start seeing how absurd it all is, life gets infinitely better. See, this decade isn't a crisis, it's an awakening. The old idea of a midlife crisis is being challenged by research showing that for many, happiness and well-being follow a U-shaped curve, with satisfaction often declining in early midlife before rising again through the 50s and beyond. It's that moment you realize letting go isn't about losing. It's about gaining everything that actually matters: peace, freedom, and the ability to laugh so hard you cry at your own wonderful, imperfect life. All those laugh lines we were taught to hate, we earned them. They are proof that we've survived and, dare I say, actually enjoyed the ride. We spent decades collecting all that baggage, and now we get to spend the next few decades gleefully tossing it out on the side of the road. So, what about you? What's the first should-have you joyfully kicked to the curb when you realized you didn't have to do anymore? Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new things to quit. And if any of this made you feel seen, or just made you laugh, hit that subscribe button. Let's stop caring about the small stuff and start celebrating the freedom that comes with aging gracefully. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.